Want to know who's going to win the big game this weekend? Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to match up 5 horror films that are set in and around Seattle against 5 that are based in New England, and see who comes out on top. Here are the matchups. First, we have Hard Eyes going up against Thanksgiving. Then it's The Changeling versus The Haunting. Then Megan meets Reanimator. After that, The Stepfather challenges Orphan. And finally, we have The Ring and The Witch. Let's get started. All right, let's kick it off with the most recent film on our list, Hard Eyes, which came out in 2025, and Thanksgiving, which came out a few years ago in 2023. This is a bit of a tough one. These are a couple of good, not great modern slashers, but I have to say I think I had a little bit more fun with Thanksgiving. I'm going to go with Thanksgiving for this one. That's 1 point for New England. All right, next up we have The Changeling from 1980 and The Haunting from 1963. And for me, this is a bit of an easy one. The Haunting is a great film. It's a classic, but it's a little bit before my time. I saw The Changeling when I was a kid, and to this day, I still think it's one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. I'm picking The Changeling, and that evens up our score at 1-1. All right, up next we have Megan from 2022 and Reanimator from 1985. And I'm sorry, but this is another no-brainer for me. As much as I enjoyed Megan when I saw it in theaters a few years ago, I really love Reanimator. It's one of my all-time favorites. This is probably the easiest decision I've got to make on this list. It's Reanimator all the way, and that makes our score 2 for New England, 1 for Seattle. All right, next we have The Stepfather from 1987 and Orphan from 2009. This matchup pits 2 films in which a new member of a family is not who they appear to be. I know that Orphan is a modern classic, but when I saw it, I already knew the secret, so that took away a little bit of its power, I think. I'm picking The Stepfather. That makes our score 2-2. All right, it comes down to this. The Ring versus The Witch. And honestly, I do not know why I did this to myself. This is an incredibly hard choice. I think The Ring is one of the scariest movies that I've ever seen, and The Witch is an absolute masterpiece. Man, I love The Ring to death, but I think that The Witch is a better film. I've got to give it to The Witch. So I guess that means that New England is going to win the Super Bowl. You heard it here first, folks. Let's make a deal. If my prediction proves right and New England wins, you have to come back and give me a follow. Thanks for watching and enjoy the game.